Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal. Today to show you a 1.3 hectare farm, and I mean Nisa. The council is Nisa, just 4 clicks away, 4 kilometers away. So good location. We do have a lovely habitation on our back, licensed, which is quite nice, and a lot of trees, fruit trees, vines, an olive grove also. So a lot to see. Come along with me, let's check it out. And so guys, this is the property that I have to show you today. 1.3 hectares, as I told you, all walled up in this old stone wall. Most of it is quite okay, as you see here. And I'm in the front road, so the property does touch the main road. And we are around 4 kilometers to the council Nisa, just around the corner. So regarding the location, is very well located. And the front of the property is this, which is the narrowest part, and then it opens, it widens up as we go up the hill a little bit and then down a little bit. This is a more or less flat area, but we do have a good topology on the land, so that from one point you cannot see what's happening on the other side. And the house is very well located on the top of the hill just over there. So we do have 2 entrances, this being one of them, where you see this, the for sale sign, and this is quite a big gate. Okay, so any car or even a lorry can go into the property. But we are using the other exit or the other entry on the left side, which is through this dirt road here on the side. And it's, I don't know, 50 meters, 70 meters, not more than that. Here on the side of the road we have a little bit of a parking area, so people can stop if they need to. And while we are here, just to explain that we do not have electricity on this property. You do see some wires passing alongside this front property, but this is telephone. So the wooden poles over there, they are always a clue, and it suggests that it's telephone and not electricity. So electricity here, it's too far away to even consider bring it to the property. So here you would ideally, of course, have to invest on solar panels. Okay, it will be an off-grid property. Even regarding water, which I'm going to show you, you are independent from the grid and even far, the 4 kilometers to the village, because man's water is far, but you do have 2 good boreholes, so you do have abundant water here on the property. So as I told you, the wall in some places it may need a little bit of TLC, but besides the wall we do have this fencing, because they used to have some sheep inside grazing, and so that the animals wouldn't come outside, they always fence it. And even inside it's kind of separated in 2 parks, so they could graze on one side and then pass over to the other side. This is my colleague, I believe you already know, Diogo Zacarias. There you go. And the road does continue on, and the property also always on our right, this being the entry, the second entry to the property. But down the road we will have another entry to the property if a tractor, for example, needs to come and plow. But we will have on our left also a piece of the property which also belongs to the property that we are seeing. Okay, so just turning you back, and I'm here. I believe from here at least you have a sense that it's very easy to reach the property for any car, camper, bigger vehicles, no problem whatsoever. So right in front we have this parking area where you could leave your cars. And as I told you, we are on the highest point now, where the house sits, just here, and then like a small valley going down, nothing major, where the olives continue on, and to our right the same thing to the road where we were, which is just there. The gate where we started is just there in front of us. And immediately I believe you understand that most of it is a nice olive grove, so good olive trees, old olive trees, they do produce. And we will find abundant fruit trees also. But I suggest that we start the video from the house. Let's check the house first And then we'll go outside because we have a big tank slash swimming pool here. We'll have another one on the back of the house. We have some outbuildings here on the right and left. But yeah, let's go in. So the house makes an L shape where we do have this front patio in front of the house, which has some fruits, some vines, creating this shaded area. And from the left, just to explain you, we have a big room with 2 small bedrooms to the right, with an entry to this balcony. We have another door here with 3 big rooms and the bathroom at the very end, which could also be accessible from outside the bathroom or from within inside. But let us start here from the left and make our way to the right. So we have this massive big room, and this was a working farm and still is at the end of the day. That's why you will see not a decorated home, but more like a farmhouse with a lot of tools and things for storage around. So what I have to tell you about this is that we have a lot of abundant light, natural light, 1, 2, 3 windows, which I suggest that you eventually consider upgrading them to double glaze and aluminium framing or PVC, which nowadays it's what it's used. The views to the swimming pool slash tank. We do have a nice fireplace there, and the floor is all tiled all throughout the house. The electricity was wired but never finished, so the outlets are not here, but the worst part is done. The investment on the wiring, it's done already. So 2 rooms. Here, if you pay close attention to this wall didn't reach the ceiling. Don't know why, but yeah. So we have 1 small room with a small window to the side. We will be on the other side. I will explain it to you, and I will point this window to you. Another one with a little bit of damping there on the skirting of the wall. And this room doesn't, at the moment, connect to the other part of the house, but quite easily you can create a door here or in that room over there. Because the front house goes to, I believe you understand this line, goes to here. So quite easily you could create an opening there and it will be on the other side that you will understand it. So big room, modern build. What I want to say about modern build is that this is concrete beams. Concrete structure, so no wooden structures that need changing or grading, nothing at all. And here again to the balcony in front of the house, and this is the view to the front patio and where we entered, just there. Now we're going to use this door and we will leave on that last one. So when we enter, we land on one of 3 big rooms, which from the left we have this one, which was the old kitchen, another 3rd one, let us call it living room, and the bathroom will be at the end. But let us start here. So this is the room that touches the first rooms we were in. So this wall, you can create a door connecting both, which ideally I would do it there, but this is me. So you wouldn't change that room into a corridor basically, but this is very me. This was a leakage that was some years ago happened on the roof, which was insulated, and one can see it from the other side. And here still a little bit of damping, so you need to insulate these doors, these walls. And always natural light. Door here, and we pass on, let us call the kitchen. This is what we call an open fireplace, where people used to smoke the meat sausages, so the fire would be burning there for a couple of weeks. And you would hang on these poles here the meat sausages so they could be smoked. This is the term. And then after a couple of weeks, yeah, meat sausages are done. And here a simple sink for the kitchen. Of course, all of this needs to be upgraded. And here we pass on to the, I don't know, call it what you want, living room or dining area. It depends really on how you want to do this. Sometimes from the image, I don't know if you have the sense of the size of the rooms, but I'm going to put the measurements on the description of the video. I believe it's fair for you and me, instead of saying that it is big or it is small. That's very opinionative. Another window to the front, so a lot of natural light. And here we go to the bathroom, which does have his own door. And it's there, shower plate, bidet, toilet and sink there. And the same situation happened here on the roof. Some tiles probably were broken, but it was insulated in the meantime. And this goes to a septic tank with a double system, with two different septic tanks. And from here we go outside, because the corridor does end here. So all the window framing and doors are metallic, so they will warm up a lot and allow the temperature to go in, so I would advise you to upgrade all of them. So finish the electricity, put a proper kitchen over there, attend all the painting needed inside and out, eventually upgrade the bathroom, and yeah, you have ready to move in house. Which is work that you can do while staying here, has its seat, I believe. But again, opinions. What may be habitable for me may not be for others, and vice versa. And in front, we have this nice patio in front of the house with a nice table. On the side, we have a garage. Which still has a decent size into it. The height, not so much. Has the roof, but it's a nice garage. There's a trailer here at the moment, which is not part of the deal at all. And this is the end of the corridor, of the veranda, of the balcony. So it's a window. But here, tool shop, garage, whatever you may consider to do to it. Yeah. This part here is asbestos. If by any chance you're not comfortable with this, you can paint it and seal it, and there would be no particles, which can become airborne, which they are not at the moment. But again, this is opinions, each one with their own, and I respect. And with a nice normal gate. We do have another one, which opens to allow a car to come in. Why? To keep this more private area without the animals which sometimes come and graze around the property. So on the sides of the garage we have this nice bread oven. It's quite big, so you can put your vegetables here, your bread, your meat, your fish, basically whatever you want to roast. Okay, quite nice. So we will use this access to come in again, but let us walk around the property that way. I believe it's easier for us to understand the property. So we entered just there, and the car access is here where we entered the property. So just finishing with the outbuildings. If you remember correctly, we entered this way, the L-shaped house. So on this side we have a, let us call it carport, but it's a carport for sheep at the moment, which of course you can use for whatever you want. It has a lock on it. Let's open it. So of course they used to have sheep here, so this was a shaded area for them to be during the night, even to be protected. And this is the back of the first rooms that we've seen. So there's a fireplace here at the corner, and at the end those two rooms. Remember the first one I told you I would point to the window? Is that one over there? So this is a covered area, which you could eventually repurpose if you need more footage in your place. And all of these, both left and right, are the property. This is just parks created for the sheep to graze in one side, and then on the other you can see the olives, quite happy. But we will walk around. So here on our right side we have some old chicken coops and pigsties, which is this. They even had pigeons at some point because the upper part is also covered, and the pigsties over there. And the septic system is on the other side, but when we walk that way I'm going to show it to you. Pear tree, persimmon, enormous fig trees, you're going to see them. This one was a fig tree, but it dried out at some point. So right in front of us we have the swimming pool, which is the tank for irrigation, but of course can be your plunge pool, and it's humongous. It's 3 by 6 meters, so it's quite big, and in depth probably 180, something like this, between 160 and 180, which you could very well during the summer, just come from the house and cool down a little bit here, using the water from the boreholes, of course. So the entry again, and we're gonna walk the property inside. So we will find some cord trees, not many. So we do have big ones here at the entry, and on that piece on our left side of the road we will find 17 cork trees, which every 9 years will give you some income. Not enough for you to go buy, but it will go for a nice dinner out for sure. Just turn you around a little bit for you to locate yourself. So entry just there. And now we are going down a little bit, almost nothing, but it does go down a little bit. On our left we have the wall and the dirt road, which gives us access to other properties, of course. Here we have the first source of water, so this is a borehole, one of the two, which is deep, more than 100 meters, and the pipe and the electricity that wires the pump and the pipe that brings the water, it's buried deep enough even to allow a tractor to plow, and then it goes to the house and to both this tank and the other one. And we will find the other borehole over there behind the chicken coops when we walk back. So all of this is plowed because it must be to control the grass from growing. The last time was at the end of spring, then during the summer it stays like this, and then when the rain starts again in September, October, it will grow again. It will grow again. So this is a dirt road accompanying us on our left, or we are accompanying the road. So another fig tree, another pear tree, the olives, and now we descended a little bit, I believe you understand, having the house at the very top of the hill. Well, not even a hill because this is almost flat, but I believe you understand. And this is an amazing big fig tree, packed with fruit, pack. And there are a lot of them around. And we have another, which is the third entry to the property. If needed be, you can use this one. And the other piece that I told you on the other side, it's all of this going up, which has no buildings, has some olives also, and the cork trees, which does have some big ones like this one. So it's quite nice. So over there can be a playground, okay, can be a quad, okay. You can make I'm missing the name, but I believe you understand, a playground over there for big boys, or you can plant some other trees, of course. And the olives, they are very happy also. Look at them. So it will be a good harvest starting November. So all of this. And there is no question of what's yours. All of it is walled up and fenced with it. So also the fence. And here we start to go up, this being on this side the highest point. Where the road continues on, and we start to have a neighbor on this part here. So all of this. And that other part, I told you, all of this part also. But from the drone, this is a simple piece of property. I believe you will understand it. It has like a tear shape into it, where all of these corks and even this one do belong to it. So all of these going up, all walled up also. The neighbor on this side, he doesn't live here. This is just a working farm. He has some sheds over here, other outbuildings at the very end, which will even touch the border. So you will hear some noises which are tractors, streamer here and there, chainsaw machine, some animals grazing, not bad. This is another variety of figs. These are black, quite tasty also. These two big ones in front of us also, those are two different varieties, black ones and the other ones are white. I'm sure they will have a name for the varieties. I don't know them by heart, but I believe the white one is pingo de mel, which translated means honey drop. They must be sweet probably. So yeah, this big boy with these black ones, nice figs, nice figs. And this one with whites and healthy trees, let me tell you, they are happy. Smaller ones, others already mature, but nice. They don't turn black. So we were there, that's the corner, the highest point, then it goes down a little bit. You have that small piece on the other side, the T-shaped piece of land, and the buildings here in front of us, the house, and with the fence more or less on the middle. So we've seen half of the property in size of land. So all of this beyond the fence does belong to the property. The outbuildings that I shown you, which the back of the buildings is the limit of the property, is the neighbors' ones, and all around is the stone wall. So here on the back of the outbuildings, the chicken coop and the pigsties, is the septic system. So pigsties there, persimmon there, pear tree there, and besides olives. And this is the septic system, okay, which is underground. It is divided in two, so it comes to the first one where it degrades itself, I believe this is the term, and then the water comes to the second one and then it goes into the ground. Not a bad system at all, which was done in brick. And the second borehole is there. Where you see that opening? It's there. Which again, with a pump also and connected. So to fill up the tanks you can choose which one you want to use. And we were there at the carport for the ship. Now here the fencing is lower down a little bit, so let us walk this way. And I believe here you have a sense of what it is. There's no need for us to go and walk it all. What I want to show is that on the back of the house we do have other structures. We do have another water deposit, a tank, and a remnants of an old house in stone on the other side, so stick around. It might be very, very old. One can never know. So here we reach the highest point, which is more or less the level of the house. The back of the house is just there. And here we have another tank which was done to so that the animals could drink. So this one, which is piped into those two. You can just, nowadays they use a generator, a diesel generator. They just pull the cord, then use it to pump the pumps, basically, to pump the water. So the front road is over there, and I believe you understand the limit of the property. It's where you see the fence and wall. And here in front of us we have the structure, the remnants of an old structure of a house. I don't know, 4x4, 5x5. One could never know how old this is, but it's quite nice. And you have some stones, of course, that you can repurpose for whatever project you may have. So the second water deposit is there, going down to the lower valley, let's call it, and also this old wall accompanying. Now let us descend a little bit. So olive grove all around. Before descending, I wanted to show you that on the back of the house they used to have a horse here, and they created this, I don't know, let us call it lean-to again. Let me just open it, yeah. So this is the back wall of the house, which, if you remember when I showed you that first leakage, that they put that tar thing over there to stop the insulation, to stop the leaking, sorry. But of course all of this needs to be properly insulated and painted over to prevent future leakings. And here this lean-to was properly done. We have two massive pillars, one, two and three over there, and it's covered with fiber cement sheets on it. And yeah, it's a shaded areas. You can make a very well working station here, a tool shop, a garage for you to put your quad bikes. Why not? You do have the park on the other side. This was the feeding thing for the animals. Yeah, quite nice. Let me just close it back. Done. And this is a Damascus tree. This is from the family of the plums. And we do have another plum in front of the house. I didn't refer to you, but it is there. And this is the back of the garage. And the bread oven, if you remember correctly. And this is a peach tree also. So we do have numerous fruit trees around, besides the olive trees and the cork trees also. So this part is fenced off, creating the park. We walked the road there to enter on the property. Here we have a nice big fig tree, another one. And yeah, we reached the very beginning, where we started to shoot the video outside. So guys, this is it, 1.3 hectares of land, walled up. We do have that small piece on the left side of the road. Besides being walled up, it's fenced inside the wall. We do have an habitation, full-on habitation, with proper license for it, of course, with a lot of outbuildings that you can repurpose for whatever projects you may have. So there we go, guys. Any questions? I'll leave my contact details at the very end of the description of the video. See you next time. Bye bye. Cheers.